Hello, kitties.
How does the razor?
Yep, the cowboy, Mr. McLean. You Americans are all alike. But this time, John Wayne doesn't walk into the sunset with Grace Kelly. Scary Cooper, asshole! Oh, diva! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! That was crazy! Happy trails, Hans. Dallas still stinks. Not this year, baby. Not this year, baby. Everybody doing King Ding back here. And are you guys ready for football? Are you ready for football? I'm feeling a lot better. Refocused. I got out my crap with the whole locker room drama stuff going on. I feel much better. I am ready to talk. Eagles, Cowboys, Sunday night football. It's going to be something. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. This is a huge game for both teams. This is one of those season-changing games. One team is going to continue to struggle. The other team is going to take off, I think. I really believe that. And this is going to be something. Now, I heard something earlier today on the radio, and they were saying teams that are 4-3 have a 50-50 shot at the playoffs. Teams that go 3-4 have a 17% shot at the playoffs. So this is a big game. This is a big game at a big moment. Okay, this is when you want to turn things around. And the Eagles, they are banged up as they've been all year, and they're going up against the Dallas Cowboys team who is banged up, but it looks like both their tackles are going to play, and Amari Cooper, Randall Cobb, and it looks like their guys are going to try to play. And if they have their guys healthy, this makes it a lot worse for the Eagles, a lot harder for the Eagles. It scares Amari Cooper scares the crap out of me. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna throw any crap your way, any bull crap. He scares the hell out of me. And why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Man, we gotta beat Dallas. There's nobody I hate more than the Dallas Cowboys. God, I hate that team. You know what I mean? I hate that stinking team. And they gotta pay. They gotta pay for what they did to my head last year. Have to. They have to. Okay? Now, when we look at this game, which, by the way, don't forget, I will be streaming this game Sunday night. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be intense. It's going to be loud. And I can't promise you I won't drop a lot of curse words. Just forewarning. It's not intentional. It just comes out. But this is a big game, you know. And the first matchup I want to really look at is the Dallas Cowboys offense versus the Philadelphia Eagles defense, because the Eagles defense hasn't been too good. They have not been too good, okay? I think they've had problems defending the pass. They've had problems with number one wide receivers. They have had problems getting pressure, or not getting pressure, but rather getting sacks on a quarterback. They've actually scored pretty high in getting pressures. They just haven't been translating to sacks. I think they have 14 total sacks. Correct me if I'm wrong. 10 of which came in the New York Jets game. So the Eagles, their defense is really built and predicated upon that defensive line and getting to the quarterback. They haven't been able to do it as well as they've done it in the past, and it's hurt. Okay, it's hurt. The one area where the Eagles do a really good job is against the run. They're very good against the run, and you would think this is a big advantage for the Eagles, or just a big plus for the Eagles defense going up against Zeke Elliott. The problem here is that you have Nigel Bradham, who is banged up, may not play. You cut Zach Brown, two linebackers that were very good against the run, possibly won't be in there. And if they're not in there, you have Gouget Hill and who? I don't know, Nate Gary or Riley, Duke Riley, whatever his name is. None of them are really that good against the run. So this is a problem we have to worry about. And if Amari Cooper plays, you know you're going to have a problem in the secondary. Now, the good news for us is we are getting Jalen Mills back, Ronald Darby back, and that has to help this secondary because, look, at least I think Jalen Mills is competent. I think Ronald Darby is competent, and that's very, very important. It's going to be interesting, though, to see how many snaps Jalen Mills can play. And I want to make sure that I have him in red zone defense situations. But I think that is a positive that they're coming back. But Amari Cooper killed us last year. I'm scared to death. We've allowed 100-yard wide receivers 18 out of the last 19 games. That's a lot. That's way, way, way too much. And Amari Cooper, if he's healthy, will be a threat. Now, I will say this, getting their offensive linemen back like Smith and Collins and getting Cooper back, just because they may play or try to go, doesn't mean they're healthy or going to be able to do things as they normally would. So we have to keep an eye on that too. But I overall worry more about the passing game, not getting enough pressure on Dak Prescott, and big plays to Amari Cooper. And then you got to remember, Gallup is a speed wide receiver. Keep Rasul Douglas the hell away. Keep him the hell away from any speed wide receivers, okay? But if Amari Cooper plays, it's a big advantage, Dallas Cowboys. And so, yeah, I definitely think Dallas is going to move the ball on us. I think they're going to score on us, especially if they're going to have both their tackles and Amari Cooper. It's just something we're going to have to deal with. Now, when I look at the other side of the ball, okay, and we look at the Eagles, once again, Deshaun Jackson's out. He's out. And this continues to kill us. This continues to haunt us. This is a disaster. He should have had surgery. As I said, after week 2, as soon as the doctor said, and his encyclopedia said, 6 weeks, you're done. This was around 6-week mark, I believe, right? So he might have been back in a few weeks and healthy. Instead, when he does come back, he's never going to be 100%. Doug said we're not going to get the same Deshaun Jackson we normally get. He's not going to be able to run. They made a big mistake, well, Deshaun did, in not taking the surgery, so we have him the way we need him. And this is a contention for why I think the Eagles now have to focus on going out and getting a wide receiver. Many people are probably still pissed off at my AB comments, who knows, from earlier. But even if it's not him, whoever it is, Emmanuel Sanders, Devontae Parker, they got to get a receiver, because this Deshaun situation is a problem, and it hurts our offense because really nobody else can catch. You got Alshon can catch, but he's hurt. He's playing hurt. Nelson, Holland, Arcega-Whiteside, please. I mean, we need to do something. You also have to wonder, are the comments that came out about Carson Wentz, is this going to affect Carson Wentz? Does he know or suspect who it is and going to not throw to them on purpose? I don't think he's like that. But is it going to be in his mind? Is he going to be worried about it? Is he going to be able to black it out and not think about it and not worry about it? I hope. Because we just need him to go out and play like he can. Okay? Because to me, what I've seen Carson Wentz do with nothing around him, and I mean nothing, because I consider Alshon to be a shell of his former self right now while he's injured. They double team Ertz. Defenses are double teaming Ertz, playing one-on-one against Alshon on the outside, who's hurt, and then the other receivers can't do nothing, and it's been killing us. So will the Cowboys try to do that? We're going to see. But I think the Eagles, they need somebody to step up. They need a receiver to step up. Somebody's got to step up and make some plays for your quarterback. There are opportunities against Dallas's defense. I think you can go long on them. I think you can go deep on them. Who's the deep threat? That's the question. Where I think the Eagles will really, really shine against Dallas, and where I think I like them to take over this game, is going to be running the ball. The way you beat Dallas is simple. You have to run at them. You have to run right at them. They have to go right at those linebackers. You can run on them like that. But if you try to go side to side, those kind of things, those linebackers are so quick that they can get sideline to sideline. The way you beat them is the way Green Bay did it. Run the ball right up the middle. Run it right at those linebackers. Use some misdirection here and there. Sprinkle those kind of things in and run at them. And if the Eagles do that, they will control the clock. They will control the ball. They will have time-consuming drives, keeping that offense off the field. And if they can score in the red zone, which they've been pretty decent at scoring in the red zone this year, it'll put Dallas behind the 8 ball. Dallas does not like to play from behind. It's not a strength of theirs. They don't do that, okay? So that's where I really think the Eagles have to take advantage of, have to win. I think you can still use Miles Sanders out as a wide receiver. Look, he's been our biggest deep threat the last few weeks. So I would continue a lot of those wheel routes, those kind of things for Miles Sanders. Get him in the passing game because I think he's very, very effective. And Jordan Howard has to have a big game. Offensive line has to have a big game. They have to. Andre Dillard is getting his first start against Robert Quinn. That is a dangerous matchup for the Eagles. They gotta help him out, give him protection. I trust Lane Johnson and DeMarcus Lawrence because he always shuts his ass down. He'll do it again. But I think if the Eagles can run the ball, run them at Dallas, stay on the field, have time-consuming drives, score in your red zone opportunities, they'll put Dallas behind 8 ball. They'll end up winning this game. I think the Eagles are probably going to get the ball first because it sounds like if Doug wins the toss, he's taking it, and I'm sure Dallas is going to defer. So score in the first drive, and hey, that would be good. Now, the other thing I want to talk about real quick is I don't know where the mindset of the Dallas Cowboy players are in terms of Jason Garrett. It's going to be very interesting to me because a lot of people were talking about how Jason Garrett was trying to, get a high five or give five to the players come off the field. They didn't want anything to do with it. A lot of the fans want Dallas to lose because they want to fire Jason Garrett. And there is a lot of talk and speculation that if they lose to the Eagles, lose 4 in a row, Jason Garrett may be gone because it's their bye week. And it would be the week to do it. I would love nothing more to put his ass to bed, to give the wishes to those satanic star fans that want Jason Garrett gone. I want to give you that gift. I really do. Although I prefer that you sign Jason Garrett to a lifetime contract, I understand it. So I'll say this. If Dallas goes down, let's say they go down 7-0, 10-0, something like that, will this team quit on Jason Garrett? That is a question I want to know. Because, look, we know what it's like. We've seen team quit on Andy Reid before. Could they quit on him because they just want him gone? It'll be interesting. I think this is going to be a good game. I think this is going to be exciting nail-biter. I had a big score last night in the Nitro Freak. Shout out to him and his preview we did. But, look, after all this stuff going on in the locker room and all that stuff, now I think we're in for a tight, close game. After finding out they're getting both their tackles and Amari Cooper, I think this is a tight, close game. I'm going to say the Eagles are going to win this game, though. I think the Eagles, they like this underdog role. They like being counted out. They like the adversity. I think they're going in, and they're going to beat Dallas 24-21. In a nail-biter. I think they kick a game-winning field goal. Carson takes them and puts them in field goal range. Jake Elliott wins. Eagles get a huge victory against Dallas. That's how I see it. We're going to find out. You guys let me know what you think. It's going to be here in a few days. Eagles, Cowboys, cannot wait. I've been waiting for this game for months. So let's get this thing on. Let's triple moonwalk the Cowboys' ass. I cannot wait. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.